Welcome back to Papa Z's Bees. Today we're going to do a little quick update on the horizontal hive and look at the rapid Ross rounds that we put in. We're also going to check and see if the bees are getting up into the Apimaye hive. This will be a short one, so thanks for watching. All right, so first thing we'll do, we kind of opened that up a little bit already. We're going to put some smoke in here, let them know we're coming. I removed one of the bottom board covers over the screen because it was been so hot here that I felt like we needed to give them some air. So we'll get in here and see what's going on. So I was a little concerned about the queen excluder. I'll get it right here in a minute, because it seemed to be sitting pretty high, which it is, and I'm afraid the bees weren't getting through, but in looking down there now they are, so that's good. I want to check the green frame again. I had somebody send a question on the last video about the green frame. Was it too far away from the brood? She puts brood all the way across on this thing, so I don't really think that's the case. But we're fixing to find out if it made any difference. Give them a little more smoke. You can see, as you can come over here, you can see there's lots of burr comb and honey on top here, so they're going to clean that up. So we're not going to get too deep into that part. Basically, we're just going to pull this frame out and see if they're laying any brood on it or if they indeed are keeping it as a honey frame. Last time, if you remember, we felt like it was going to be a honey frame, and that's exactly what they're doing with it. It's just full of honey. There's some putting honey in there right now, or tending to the honey. What they'll do is they'll put nectar in all the cells that they want, and then as it dries out or cures, then it will be less, it won't fill up the cells anymore. So what they'll do then is they'll move it into another cell, which is also going to be not as empty, or not as full, excuse me. So that looks pretty good. I want to check the Ross rounds and see how that's looking. In fact, I may do that. I don't want to pull that up. I may just pull up the frame next to it and see if I can see anything from that. See, they still really haven't started working on it. Well, I say they haven't started working on it, but you can see they've got some really nice cells started here, so that means they're getting ready to get in there. And let's look in here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. I can pull it out now a little bit without having to worry too much. Yeah, they're still not building this out yet. Hopefully they will. So they'll build cells out like they're doing over there, and then they'll put honey on it and cap it, and then we'll take these rings out, and that'll be our comb honey that we can partake of. So there'll be a total of 8 on here, and hopefully we'll get some on here pretty soon. They're still bringing in a lot of honey, so that's good to see. I'm going to put this one in this direction, so maybe they'll fill it out. In fact, what I may do is I may move this thing on over a little bit further. That way, they'll have to get in there and do some things with that before they can do a whole lot of other things. So I'm just going to move this on over. You can see there's a lot of honey in that, and again, this will be their honey. We probably won't harvest that. Depends on how much honey they have elsewhere. So it's good to see that they are actually getting around or through this queen excluder. That was a worry that I had. It's just it was apparently just a timing thing. So, all right, so we'll put this back in the old drone. I'll turn Turn this upside down so those bees can get out. And then we'll put this right in here. All right. So that was good news. I want to clean up. I've got a little vacuum here, a lot of detritus down on the bottom here, and so I'm gonna use this. This is a Fred Dunn recommendation, and it works pretty well. It doesn't do a whole lot, but you don't want it, especially if you're trying to pick up live bees, which we will do occasionally with it if they get in areas where they shouldn't be. I'll clean that up a little bit, give those bees a chance to get out. And we always just kind of use this as storage, because hopefully as the summer goes on, we'll get to fill out more and more of this and get more bees available here. So, all right, so the next thing we're going to do is do a quick look over here on this Apimaye again as a follow-up to see if they're actually putting honey up in here or started building out those cells. Sorry, I'm just trying to... They were just framework cells, and looks like they're up in there. Let me pull a frame out here towards the middle. Normally you don't go in the middle, but this is an area where the queen's not going to be. So you can see they really haven't started building out. There's the foundation there that we put in, and they've started building burr comb, but not foundation, not filling out foundation yet. I don't know if you can see down inside here, but you can see down there's a lot of honey down in the box below there, which is what we anticipated. So we'll just put it back together. We're not doing a whole lot today. Go in there, girl. There we go. Kind of have to hold these things down. These things are so tight in these little clasps, so you kind of, it's best to push down on it as you go to close it. So, okay, that looks good. I may do a little quick look here while we got a little bit of time at the at this nuke that we caught this year from a swarm. It's kind of interesting. I didn't see any coming out. We could have had an abscond, which if they abscond, that means they just leave it, and like where they were inside they'd leave, which is a possibility here. Nope, there's bees in there. This was mostly just a foundation we carted. You can come over here and look and see inside. They've really built out the honeycombs in here and putting honey in it, so that's good. That's all we're going to do with this. I'll pull off some of this, and we'll kind of put it back down. We'll put this back up here and put the little weight on it. I probably won't put the strap on today. I'll come back and put the strap out later. So anyway, everything looked good. Kind of what we expected. I was a little disappointed that they haven't started work on the Ross Rounds yet, but it's only been in there maybe 2 weeks, so it's not too surprising because they had to build other comb as well, so they're kind of building their way out. That's why I moved it over one set, so to give them an opportunity to, because they have to walk across that to get to the cell where they have been working, or to the frame. So by walking across that, sometimes you can entice them to build in areas they haven't started building in. So we'll just see. We'll check it in a couple of weeks and let you know. Thanks. We ended the video, but I found something. As I opened this up, I was going to put the little brood binder in there, and as I pulled this up, this is what I saw. All sorts of burr comb with honey in it. So we're going to put that in a little bowl and take it in the house. Put some smoke on, maybe they'll move. Moving's probably not a thing they're going to do, because this is something that they want to hang on to. So when they can't build where they want to build, they build like this. And I'm a little concerned that they're doing that rather than going on across. But we saw them over there, so we know they're over there. It's just Maybe this is something that they did earlier. There's some good honey in here. Okay. I'm gonna put this down here so I don't forget it. Now see if I can smoke them out of the way. Should lay this down. It's interesting, they seem to pay more attention to the area where the comb without honey is rather than the honey. By getting this out of here, maybe it will encourage them to go over and put the honey where they're supposed to be putting the honey. Okay, so you can kind of see, I just wanted you to see what burr comb is and how much of it there was. Real waxy mess, that's for sure. So anyway, we'll put this back on and close her up. Give the bees the opportunity to get back. So I'm gonna let them kind of clean up what honey is there on that side, and let them go from there. And if I come back out and they haven't cleaned it up, then we'll deal with that. So, and we got to find a place to put this. We'll do that and we'll get back with you. Thanks.